Well, speaking of firefighters spend their careers running into danger, but the greatest threat they often face comes after the flames are out. The #1 killer of firefighters is cancer. In part 1 of my series, Left in the Smoke, I explored the changes being made to gear, protocols, and screenings aimed at reducing cancer risks in the fire service. Today, in part 2 of my series, I'm introducing you to one firefighter whose cancer was caught because of those firehouse screenings.
Every time you go out the door, you know you get to make a difference in somebody's life.
The calling to serve their community runs deep.
It's a pretty special thing to be able to do every day.
The call to run towards danger rather than away.
Just the opportunity to help people.
The call of bravery that runs through their veins.
It's the best thing in the world.
But there's a cost to the call.
It was pretty unique experience. I'll never forget the day.
Chris Reaver has been a firefighter for nearly 30 years, and recently his department, along with many others, have started to offer free health screenings for firefighters, one he almost missed.
One of the deputies reached out to me and said, "Weaver, why aren't you doing the screening?" So I went and did the screening, and they actually stopped right in the middle of my screening. She was like, "Hey, I think I found cancer." And she's like, "We need to stop." She made me stand up. She gave me a hug.
He did, in fact, have testicular cancer.
I'm like, "Well, I think if you're going to get a cancer, I think that's a pretty removable one. I think that we're going to be all right." And she giggled a little bit.
But that was just the start of his journey.
And they went and gave me another PET scan, and they found that it had metastasized into around my kidney, my bladder, and then up into my lungs. So when that happened, it just changed our plan, our family plan for a while. The reason why that's emotional for me is because you watch your numbers just start to go down. You go from this 5-year survivability of like 95% down to 92%, and then to 70%, and then down to like 60% survivability for 5 years. So as you go through those things, it's just emotional.
Every step of the journey the last year has been tough, except one.
We came up with a plan to do the Cancer Trust.
Kevin Reichenbach is president of the Colorado Professional Firefighters Foundation.
It's now called the Colorado Firefighter Heart and Cancer and Behavioral Health Trust. Underneath that, employers could voluntarily pay for their members per member per month to be in that Cancer Trust.
The trust is an immediate payout to the firefighter based on what stage of cancer they're diagnosed with.
It's considered line of duty right away the minute they get that award, and we get immediate assistance financially to them.
It allows a firefighter a different option than workers' compensation.
Before that, it always went to litigation. Every cancer case was denied until it went to litigation. And some of those court cases lasted a decade. And to know that I don't have to go through that is a pretty big relief, right? And a pretty big relief for my family. Without the Cancer Trust and without frontline screening, I don't even know if I'd be here today.
For now, Chris spends more time than he wants to here.
I was hoping my PET scan would be clear, but it wasn't. And that's unfortunate because I don't know what my future holds as far as where I'm going to be in 6 months, you know?
The cost of the call. It still requires bravery, but right now it's built on hope for better days ahead.
Are you guys going on a call?
Corey Rose, 9 News.
Are they going to call?
On Wednesday, Senate Bill 184, which was passed by the legislature in May, was vetoed by the governor. The legislation would have expanded workers' compensation and presumptive coverage for occupational cancers. Governor Polis vetoed the bill out of concern that it would undermine the state's existing Colorado Firefighter Trust and put state-employed firefighters on unequal ground with local firefighters. We have the governor's full statement on his veto on our website at 9news.com. We'll be right back.